What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. In this episode, I'm going to be starting a new series where I look at Panthers film from every game. I'll probably do this either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like early in the week. But comment down below if you want me to start a new series where I look at every team or look at your team. Maybe like Saturday morning, I could go live for an hour or so just talking about film. Let me know if you guys would enjoy that and tune in. But before I really start today's video, I want to say happy Veterans Day. I'm thankful and blessed for all the veterans out there who fought for our freedom and independence. I'm very thankful for all of you. And if you know a veteran or if you are a veteran, thank you for your service. And I hope you have a great day. But the Panthers, I feel like a big reason we lost this game was because we didn't take enough shots down the field. There were many plays in this game, I feel like, where the Saints had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the box ready for the run, and then they would have like 4 out here. I feel like there was so much of that in this game. And I think that obviously we didn't run the ball because they were ready for it. But I think a big reason why we lost this game was because we threw a lot of passes that were like maybe like that far or maybe this far instead of like all the way back here. This is my first time drawing, so I might draw a bunch of random stuff. But so my point is, I think a big reason we lost this game is because we didn't throw the ball downfield. We didn't open up the plate. Rather, that's calling deep plays, throwing the ball deep, seeing the deep routes, stuff like that. So, yeah, so basically we're going to look through, find those plays, and basically talk about what went wrong in this game. So the first play we got here is, how do I get out of the drawing now? Exit drawing. Oh, okay. All right, I get it. All right, first time, new learning. So this is a 7-yard gain for Tedder McMillan. This is first play, good read. I watched these, by the way, yesterday to figure out what the fuck happened. And I figured to start the series. This is a good read though. T-Mac open on a little comeback, 7 yards. Good. Here is the second play. This wasn't good. This wasn't a good play in my opinion. This is a negative 1-yard play. So we're gonna have like a play action bootleg to the left side. We're gonna see Jatavion Sanders. He's gonna like chip right here, and then he's just gonna roll out. I think they fake the handoff this way, and then Bryce comes along. Whenever we do these plays, they do not work. I will let you know that. I don't like when we call them. So this is, in my opinion, a bad play call. Again, teams know that we do this, and it doesn't work. So I'd say that's a bad play call, especially on 1st and 10. I think if we do play action, we got to open up the field more. Okay, so this is the first bad play, in my opinion. So what's going to happen here is T-Mac, he's going to run like a comeback. That was a terrible drawing. I apologize. Here, let me do something a little better. He's going to run like that, a comeback. And then you're going to see Jimmy Horn Jr. right here. He's going to run deep, and then he's going to run like across the field. Bryce is going to have a clean pocket. We'll kind of draw a little pocket here. You'll see how clean it is. I would like him to hold this ball another second or two to get it to Jimmy Horn Jr. instead of just throwing it so quick to T-Mac. 11-yard gain. I'm happy with it, but I feel like we could have done much better here. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So clean pocket, right? He throws the comeback pretty quick, which is good. But look at this right here. Like, this is what I mean by throwing the ball downfield. If the pocket is this clean, hold it a little longer. Literally, all I want is 1, 2. He can throw this ball right here, right now. So Jimmy breaks, boom. That's a good gain. It's probably a touchdown. Jimmy Horn Jr. is one of the fastest players in the NFL. So I think it's plays like that that cost the Carolina Panthers and make our offense so predictable because we don't throw the ball downfield, and that's a problem in the NFL. You're not going to win by stretching the field, and that is unfortunately the reason why Bryce Young finishes with so low passing yards every single game. Um, Again, this play is not good, not good on Bryce. So what you're going to see here is a play action, and then Rico's going to slide out to the flat. T-Mac's going to run like across the field, but then you're going to see Jalen Coker right here. He's going to run like a big dig. He's going to be open. I want this ball in the hash marks. This guy drops way back. No, he drops this way. He drops way back. I want this ball to Jalen Coker. And again, it's going to be a clean pocket. You'll see. Um, Here we go. Fake handoff to Rico. Clean pocket. No one near him. He stares right at it. Look at this room right here. This guy's going over here. This guy's dropping back. This guy's in la la land. Throw this ball to the hash marks. Coker is even raising this hand. Get this ball right here. Right here. But instead, Bryce, I don't know why he's like angled that way, but he throws the ball to Rico. Then these two just crash down. That ball's got to go to Coker. He's wide open, hand raised, and everything. It's plays like that that cost the Panthers these fucking games, man. And Bryce is my guy. I have his jersey. I fully support him. I'm glad he's our quarterback. But plays like that are so frustrating. He's got to read the field better. That's one of his main issues. He's got to read the field better. Hold the ball when you have a clean pocket. Just plays like that, he's wide open. This goes to Mitchell Evans. I'm not going to cherry pick here. I'm not an expert, by the way. That's a disclaimer. I'm not an expert. I don't know what they tell Bryce Young to do, stuff like that. You don't know. But I would like, again, him to hold this ball a little longer because you could go to Leggett out here. But I will say a factor in that is, so I'll play this for 2 seconds and draw a minute. So Bryce is an anticipation quarterback. I get this. So Mitchell Evans is going to throw it. He's going to throw it right here. But I think this play really depends on what this guy is doing. T-Mac's open on a little comeback. But what Leggett is going to do is he's going to run up and across. So I think that if you clean pocket again, I think if you pump fake this ball to Mitchell and see if this guy jumps down on it, then you throw it out here to Leggett. If you pump fake it and he covers that, maybe throw it outside to T-Mac or, figure out from there. But I would like this, again, him to hold the ball a little longer here and really try to get the safety to jump down. Because I think he was jumping down. He's going down. So if you just pump fake that, get that safety to drop down and throw this to Leggett and then quick, or maybe even quick to T-Mac, I think that's even a better yard. But obviously, batted down ball, not much you could do about that. Bryce Young, Rico Dowdle, this is a good play. Rico's going to run right out the backfield. Guess maybe if you cherry pick, you could get Coker here. But this is a good play. Good 8-yard gain. Get us closer to the goal line. Nothing wrong here for the most part. Here's a pass to Jalen Coker. It was incomplete. Batted down. Which the batted down passes they have to stop for us. It's frustrating to see. Just gonna run across. Yeah. Batted down. Nothing you could do there, I guess. Nothing else is really there. Here's a deep ball to Tedero McMillan. I think this is another one. I'm trying to remember correctly. So I know T-Mac's going to run straight up the sideline. That was a straight line, by the way. I think it's Coker. He's going to, if I remember correctly, he's going to be wide open, like hash marks again. I could be wrong, though. I don't quite exactly remember. Yeah. Bryce, I know the pocket's breaking down on him from behind, but I think if he steps up in this middle, he has Coker here. Instead, throws a one-on-one to T-Mac, which I know a lot of people would throw the one-on-one to T-Mac. So not really a problem here for Bryce. Probably a good read. Throw that one-on-one ball. I'm not complaining. Um, but maybe if you hold it another second, you have Coker. But that's fine. Throw it one-on-one to T-Mac. He got sacked here. I don't think there was much he could do here. We don't do a good job of picking up the blitz. Wow. If that play developed, we had T-Mac wide open. That's not Bryce's fault. Protection wasn't there, not long enough. To Tavion Sanders, 4-yard gain. Let's see. I'm trying to remember this play. Motions him. Again, I think Jimmy Horn can get open here. Pretty sure that's him. He runs like that. And clean pocket again. That was a bad circle. See, like, just watch. That guy follows Coker. So I think if he holds us a little longer, he has the speed of Jimmy Horn. And that DB's still running at Jimmy Horn. He didn't even realize the ball was fucking thrown. That's how he knew he got beat. He didn't even know the ball was thrown. So get that ball out there. Oh, it is what it is, right? Was it a clean pocket or am I tweaking? It is if you're trying to throw the ball this way. Definitely. It's plays like that, man. Just plays like that where, okay, we got this amount of yardage, but we could get up here. Incomplete the T-Mac. Try to remember this one. Oh yeah, this was a bad throw. This is a really bad throw by Bryce. Um um might have another observation here. Okay, yeah. That ball has to be out here. So he can catch it out here and then turn, but it's thrown towards the defender. And if he didn't get hand, it should be a catch. Don't get me wrong, that should be a catch. But ideally, you want this football out here, so that way he could catch it easier. That's what that's where he expects the ball. So I mean, just simple, uh, not taking advantage of an opportunity there. This one is not Bryce's fault. Protection was awful. You're gonna see Icky had a really good game against Parsons, but he struggled this game. You're gonna see hold on, let me get this play going a little bit. He's gonna come up. Okay. It's easier for you guys on well, click the wrong button. So ideally what happens here when you have a blitzer on a side, a lighter, I should say, defensive player blitzing, you want your running back to pick him up. So what should happen here, he's going to spring around like that, and he's going to come flying in. Rico should pick him up and hit him, and Icky should take care of him because of the weight, right? But what happens, if I remember correctly, is he comes in, Icky passes him to the inside when these two are blocking him, and it makes Rico have to take on him, which is not a good mismatch. So ultimately, this plays on Icky because he's blocking the wrong guy. I could kind of show you. Yeah, he passes Jordan off, and then he focuses on him, and he's like, "Oh shit, I let him right through." So again, little opportunities like that. That's not Bryce's fault. That's not Rico's fault. That's just Icky blocking the wrong guy. All right, so this play is 3rd and long. Smart by Bryce just to check down and make more room for the punt. This is obviously after the sack, which is unfortunate that we got to do that. But 11-yard gain. Defense is playing soft. Bryce Young pass short, incomplete. I'm trying to remember what happens on this play. Way to roll out. Um. So I could. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that he should? Wrong one. He should throw this ball out here to Leggett on that play. Let me know what you think. He rolls out. He's getting away. Do you think he can float that ball? Because Leggett's open. I feel like Bryce has the arm talent to throw this football over here. But does he have the confidence? I don't know. That's just an analysis there. Um, really, I don't know. 13-yard gain to Jatavion Sanders. Trying to remember this play. Let's see. Yeah, that's a right read. It's a right read, I think. Let's just watch T Mac. Probably right, the right read there. 13-yard gain. Good job. It's Panthers first down. Tedder McMillan 7-yard gain. Um, this is a bad accuracy throw. I want him to throw a better ball here. It's a play action, rolls out, and he has him. Get this football right to his chest, but instead the ball is way out there, so he has to dive down. Adebo just taps him. I wish that ball was more accurate. Jalen Coker, 6 yards. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, this is 3rd and 3. This is smart. Um, 3rd and 3. Hit Coker quick. Trumbull is open if he again holds this ball a bit. But you got blitz coming from the middle, so you think, oh, you know, throw it quick. Good play call. Good job there. Nothing really to complain about. It's 3rd and 2. Um Jalen Coker, 10 yards. Let's see what happens here. Motions him. He gets set. Throws it again to Coker. Good read. I don't think there's really much else to go with the ball there. Good job. Jalen Coker's a dog, man. Wish we gave him more targets. All right, this is a play where these plays like this are where I highly believe in Bryce Young making that throw that I told you about to Leggett. Because pressure right away, steps up, steps out, good footwork, fires this ball to T-Mac. Plays like that made me believe he could have made that throw to Leggett. But that's really the only play where I feel like we did something deep. Um, then the next play, pass to Rico Dowdle for a yard. Um, it's a screen, but Damian Lewis does not do a good job of blocking on this play. So this isn't on Bryce or Rico. This is on Damian Lewis. He's a good guard. So ideally what's gonna happen here is screen pass, right? Rico's coming out here, linemen are coming down. You want Damian to hit this guy, and then them two to follow up. Rico sprint up the field, right? That's ideally what you want to happen. But what happens is he gets right around. If he makes this block, this is probably a big gain, arguably a touchdown. So Lewis knows I got to make that block. Um, Here's a pass to Leggett. Some people say he should have caught it. Some people say it was a bad throw. I think it was on both of them a little bit. Mainly Leggett, though. This should be a catch. He's just running straight up the field. Um, Blitz is coming. He knows where he wants to go with the ball. Yeah, that's got to be a catch, man. I mean, yeah, he can catch that, dude. There's other receivers who make that catch. He's got to catch that. He's a former first round pick. He's got to catch that ball. There's no Tavion Sanders. If I remember this correctly, I could be wrong, but T Mac is going to be open here for a touchdown if he looks at him. Could be wrong though, if I remember correctly. That was right. Obviously you got to watch what this guy does because he's dropping back. But again, if you like, pocket is breaking down. I don't know. I think if he rolls out a bit, he can hit. I don't know. We'll see. But he could hit him. Maybe not. But 5 yard gain. Um, this is to T Mac 9 yard gain. Trying to remember what happened here. Okay, this is a good play. Um, yeah, that's a good read. I mean, maybe Leggett could be open a little bit if you touch that. Maybe Rico, but that's a good play. First down. Good job. I'm happy with that. The next play we fumbled on a failed jet sweep. This is the worst play of the day. It's the interception that he threw to Latte Taylor. This wasn't good at all. Bryce has got to read that, Legat's doing something like that. It's something like that. This guy drops all the way back and just reads it like a book. Bryce has got to read this better. I mean, you would think that he's throwing this to Alante Taylor, but it's a really bad read by Bryce. He's got to know, third-year NFL quarterback, that guy is dropping back. Don't throw that. Incomplete, right side. Let's see what happens here. Clean pocket. I just really don't think anything was open, right? If you had Coker right away, but yeah, nothing's there. I mean, maybe he could have got that to Rico, right? I would have liked to see him throwing that to Rico. If he can throw it that far, he can get that to Rico. It is what it is, though. 5 yards to Coker. Do you notice how all these passes are like 5 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, That's the frustrating thing about it. And then this was our last offensive play. This isn't on Bryce. There's nowhere to go with this ball. He has no time. I mean, there's 6 people coming up. 7 comes up. If I remember correctly, yeah. See, look at this right here. Look how many people are coming. They all blitz, by the way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people in the box. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 3 out here. So I wish they kind of, I don't know. I think if you keep Chuba in for protection, you maybe say like, kill it and go to another play where you get people quicker. Because I believe this is like 4th and 3. But that was our last throw of the game. So, reason we lost this game, a couple explosive plays on defense, but 17 points isn't bad. Other than that, got to throw the ball deeper. We got to stretch the field, be unpredictable offensively, and it starts with opening the playbook up a bit more and throwing the ball deep. But I hope you guys enjoyed this film breakdown. Comment down below if you want to see other teams, and if you enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.